What's up, guys? Igor Hernandez here. I'm one of the attorneys at Cornish, Hernandez and Gonzalez, where I practice injury law and first-party homeowner property claims. And today I want to talk to you about confidential settlements, what you should know about them, and how to stay away from messing something up, or how to keep from messing something up that could set back your settlement and actually cost you the money for your case. And so let's take it from the beginning. A confidential settlement is basically a type of settlement where the parties agree that they will not be allowed to disclose the contents of the settlement or the way that the case settled. So basically, there's two types of settlement in Florida, pretty much in the United States. What it is you have a case, you end up resolving the case, you say, okay, I'm going to pay you, the defendant says, I'm going to pay you X number of dollars to resolve this case, right? That's a settlement. But there's two kinds. One doesn't come with any conditions of confidentiality, meaning the defendant doesn't care that you tell other people that you settled the case and how much you settled it for. So you settle a car accident case, you settle for $100,000. That's pretty much all there is to it. You release a defendant from any future liability, but you can go ahead and tell your friends about the fact that you settled the case for 100 grand. You can post it on social media. You can do whatever you want about that settlement. And then a confidential settlement, it's the same thing except that you're not allowed to tell anybody about the settlement. So you can't tell your friends about the settlement. You can't post it on social media. You really can't tell anybody. And it's important to know that, because if you do tell somebody about the settlement, then you have broken the settlement agreement, and you could potentially lose the settlement. You could basically end up with no money as a result of the material breach of the settlement agreement. There was a story a few years ago at a private high school here where I guess what happened was the father of somebody was a teacher there, and they had a lawsuit against the school, and they ended up settling the lawsuit for a significant amount of money. And then the plaintiff's daughter, meaning the daughter of the person who brought the lawsuit that ended up settling in a confidential fashion, put something on social media like, ha ha ha, I'm here. We're going to Colorado on a skiing trip or something, thanks to defendant who paid us all this money. And that made the news because basically that plaintiff ended up losing the settlement as a result of the daughter's posting on social media, because the settlement was a confidential settlement. And so it's very important, if you are entering into a settlement, it's very important for you to find out if it's confidential or not confidential. And if it is confidential, it's very, very important that you stick to the confidentiality provisions in the settlement, because you could lose out on the settlement money as a result of breaching the confidentiality provisions. And that would not be very good at all. That'd be pretty terrible. So anyway, guys, I hope that's helpful, and I will catch you again next time.